Look at this. I be, he go, she take. Despite what you have learned, these are all correct in English. And yes, it confuses most of my students too, so you are not alone. This is called the subjunctive mood, and in this lesson, I'm going to explain it clearly so that you can express wishes, recommendations, and suggestions in advanced English. I'm also going to give you the top 5 chunks that use the subjunctive that everybody uses in everyday English. They're really common expressions, and it's really easy to make a mistake with them if you don't use the subjunctive form. So, if you really want an advanced level of English, this is exactly the type of grammar you need to know. So, are you ready? Okay, using the subjunctive is really easy in English, as you'll see in a minute. The main thing you need to learn is where to use it, and which situations, and with which verbs and adjectives. I'm going to explain all that in a minute, but first, let's have a quick look at how to form it, how to conjugate the verb to make the subjunctive. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Greg, and I help you master English grammar and British pronunciation so that you can speak clearly and understand native speakers easily. And as with all my videos, you can download a free worksheet of this lesson so you can revise what you've learned, take a test to make sure you've really learned and mastered this subjunctive form. It's free, and when you download it, I'll also give you a PDF which explains clearly and simply how to use all 12 tenses in English. So click up there, or click the link in the description, or scan the QR code in the corner of the screen. Okay, how do we form the subjunctive in English? Okay, so how do we form the subjunctive in English? Well, despite the fact that this is advanced grammar, the good news is that it's really, really easy to form. Like, really easy. To form the subjunctive, we use the subject, like I, you, he, she, plus the bare infinitive. This is just the verb without to. Play, go, eat, take. Okay, for example, it is necessary that I go to the supermarket. It's necessary that you go to the supermarket. It's necessary that he go or she go to the supermarket. It's necessary that we go to the supermarket and that they go to the supermarket. So it doesn't change. It's just the bare infinitive for every person. Could that be easier? So with that in mind, using the example from the beginning of the video, it's necessary that I am on time, but it's necessary that I be on time. Now, that's not always the case, and I'll explain why later in this lesson. As I said before, the tricky thing with the subjunctive isn't forming it, it's knowing when and where to use it. And my last example can help with that. Let's have a look at that example again. It is necessary that he go to the supermarket. You see, most of the time, when we use the subjunctive form, it's followed by a word or phrase that uses that. Look at these examples. I suggest that she be more careful. She suggested that he not be late for the meeting. The manager insists that the report be submitted by Friday. The team insisted that the captain be honoured at the party. They demanded that he be fired. The protesters demand that the issue be resolved immediately. I recommend that she be cautious when she signs the contract. The experts recommend that the parents be patient yet firm with their children. Okay, if this is a lot to remember, you can download the PDF and revise this later and also take the test, so you make sure you've really learned the grammar. As I said before, the link is in the description and you can also scan the QR code to download it. Okay, we can also use the English subjunctive with the structure it is plus an adjective plus that with certain adjectives. For example, important. It's important that I be on time for the interview. It's important that the rules be followed by everyone. Crucial. It's crucial that he be honest when he testifies. It's crucial that the results be double-checked before we publish them. Necessary. It's necessary that the documents be signed by the lawyers. It's necessary that the equipment be inspected before use. Right. Now, let's go back to the sentence I showed you earlier. It's necessary that I be on time. Now, remember when I said that we call the subjunctive mood and not tense? Well, the thing is, in many cases, both I am and I be are correct here, but they emphasize different points. So let's use a different example. It's crucial that she is there by 12 o'clock. Here the importance is focused on arriving on time. This sounds more natural in informal, everyday English. It uses the indicative mood, which states a fact or an expectation. Okay? She is there. That's just the normal present tense. So this sentence assumes that being there by 12 o'clock is a real fact or an expected outcome. However, the subjunctive, it's crucial that she be there by 12 o'clock. This uses the subjunctive mood, which is more formal and expresses necessity or urgency. Necessity or urgency, right? So, she be there. This is the subjunctive form, not is, but be. And this sentence emphasizes that it's necessary or important. It's talking about what should happen, not what is expected to happen. It's talking about what is necessary to happen. Okay, here's another example. It's essential that he has his passport with him. Now, if I say this, I believe or assume that he does have his passport with him. I'm expressing a fact or an expectation. And honestly, this is the most common thing in casual speech, even though technically the subjunctive is more appropriate here. Using the subjunctive, it looks like this. It's essential that he have his passport with him. And this expresses a requirement or a necessity. Okay, he may not have it, but having his passport is essential if he wants to go on holiday. So we're expressing what needs to happen. As I said before, although you will hear the other version in everyday English, this version with the subjunctive mood is more formal and grammatically precise. I personally absolutely hated learning the subjunctive when I was learning French and Spanish. I mean, the conjugations were crazy and I didn't really understand when to use it, mainly because we often say that the subjunctive doesn't really exist in English. Well, it does, as I've just explained, but it's just not that common in everyday informal English. So, just to summarize, only use it in formal situations to express necessity, urgency, importance, and things that should happen. However, you do see the subjunctive in many, many common expressions that we use in both formal and informal English. So I'm going to give you the top 10 expressions that use the subjunctive now. These are all expressions that might confuse you grammatically, but now you understand why. Because they use the subjunctive, okay? Before I do, if this video has been useful for you, make sure you subscribe, because if you don't, well, you'll miss all my future lessons, and I won't be able to help you reach an advanced level of English. In fact, you know what? Let me tell you to subscribe using the subjunctive mood. I recommend everyone watch my weekly videos. Not everyone watches, but everyone watch. It's important that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my future videos. And it's highly advisable that you download the worksheet to revise the lesson and take the test. Okay? All those 3 sentences use the subjunctive mood. Okay, now let's have a look at these 10 expressions that also use the English subjunctive. Come what may. This means no matter what happens. For example, I'll support you come what may. Number 2, be that as it may. Okay, be that, not is that. Be that as it may. This means even if that's true, for example, it's expensive, be that as it may, we need to buy it. Number 3, if need be. This means if it is necessary. I'll work all weekend if need be. 4 is God save the king. This is a traditional subjunctive phrase that you will hear a lot. Also, long live the king. Okay, third person, but live. It uses the subjunctive, wishing for a long life for the king. It also works with God bless you, like achoo. The response is bless you, which is short for God bless you. God, third person singular, but bless, not blesses, because we're using the subjunctive. The next one is so be it. This means let it be that way, or I accept it. If that's your decision, so be it. Heaven forbid. This means I hope this thing that we're talking about never happens. Heaven forbid something happens to the baby. Number 10, suffice it to say. This means let's just say. Suffice it to say, I won't be working with them again. Okay, so there you go. 10 really common expressions in English, advanced expressions that use the subjunctive. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Greg, I thought the subjunctive in English was things like if I were rich. I were, not I was. Well, yes, you're right. But I explained that use of the subjunctive in that video there. So to fully master the subjunctive, you need to watch that video next. For now, congratulations, you have learned how to use the present subjunctive mood in English, and that free test will just check that you've understood it 100%, so you can use it confidently in your English. So download that. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.